Hello everyone, my name is Mars Pimentel and I have a very small YouTube channel. The first thing I'm gonna ask you is to give a chance to watch this video until the end. It's very important to me and I believe that's very important for you too. I'm also Brazilian, so I apologize in advance for my accent, especially for native English speakers. I also apologize to my small but very dear Brazilian followers who need to read the subtitles in Portuguese. The only reason I'm recording this in English is because I want to reach as many people as possible for the laziness of today's writers, especially for TV shows, comic books, and movies. And the most important is to let people know, especially in the US, that Brazil has a lot of social justice writers as well. You see, here in Brazil, we have a YouTube channel called Omelette TV, just like the food. They started as three comic book colleagues and quickly became one of the first specialized YouTube channels regarding movies, comic books, musics, and all the good stuff. This channel also became a very successful business, and for that reason they were able to do the first and bigger comic book convention in Latin America, a really big deal called CCXP or Comic Con Experience. And for all of that, I am and I will always be grateful. However, with time they grow older and new people came to be the new faces of the channel, and therefore younger people. For those who don't know, Brazil was until last year under 16 years of leftist presidential regime. And just like all left experiments in the world through time, it's failed. And failed under numbers like 14 million people unemployed, high criminal rates like 60,000 people murdered plus 40,000 people missing every year, which is more than US, Canada, United Kingdom and Australia combined. As expected, after 16 years of a left education, we are now seeing the results through the main media, and different from US that at least have Fox News, all of our main news are SJW. Fortunately, thanks to internet, we now have news under a different perspective. We still need to filter radicals or bait-click sites or channel, but at the end of the day, you have reliable people that's not under a SJW agenda. But the problem is, even if we, as a country, move forward in politics, we don't have people that can put a piece of thought in the so-called SJW productions, like all CW hero shows or writers like Kelly Sue Deconnick, who, by the way, is one of the lazy writers I was talking about, and one of the ones who have the necessity to transform everything in a social political issue. Since the idea is not to complain, I will present you what I believe it's one of the right messages regarding one of the problems being addressed today. At Netflix service right now, there is the Voltron animation, which I was not dying to see. Actually, I just gave a chance because of the name Joaquim dos Santos, who was responsible for Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. And thank God I watched it. It's a very nice and warm animation. But the point is, the series have a character named Shiro, who is a goddamn badass character, and by the way, he is the leader of the Voltron squad. And if I'm not wrong, under the 5th season, we discovered that he is homosexual. And do you want to know what changed for me in relation to this character? Absolutely nothing. He still is the same badass Shiro guy who is the best pilot / fighter / leader I was in love with at the beginning. And this because they show me the person first. Who he is, what he knows, what he's capable of. Very different from his gender, sexual inclination, religion, skin color, or whatever. And what I believe don't do any of us a favor, it's how they portrayed established characters like Constantine in Legends of Tomorrow, who in one line, one page of all his histories said how all his relationships end up bad, including something about an awkward boyfriend, in all his history in DC Comics and Vertigo. And because of that, now he became this major bisexual flag, who for the first time in his entire life was really in love and happy and ready to live the dream. Does not matter if he's supposed to be one of the greatest warlocks in comics. All the pain that makes the character who he is, gone. Just because a writer is not able to create a likable character that, by the way, likes people of the same sex, or like to make sex with balloons, who cares? I don't know. What I do know is when you're creating, the possibilities are endless. And what is happening right now, after 10 years of Marvel Cinematic Universe, looks like that they have woke, and looks like that a character that had several reboots through time will be the one who will save Marvel Cinematic Universe. And yes, I'm talking about Brie Larson, the Captain Marvel. And please note that Captain Marvel real identity is Brie Larson or Kelly Sue Deconnick. It's not Carol Danvers. Brie Larson was one of the honorable guests in Brazilian Comic Con last year, and was there that she said BS's like, Thanos looks like a shrimp to me. And even the Brazilian audience, being unaware of the ridiculous things she says, Instagram photos like the ones she posts after Stan's Lee death, with a legend saying thinking about Stan was not good for her or for Captain Marvel movie. And in the same way that sites like Vox wants to print her BS, the Omelette TV YouTube channel is doing the same thing. In more than 15 years of channel, they didn't do an special about an MCU character explaining its importance. But guess what? Captain Marvel has one, in 3 parts. It's not funny that the YouTube channel responsible for the Brazilian Comic Con, who received tons of exclusive material from Disney, feels the necessity to explain how good and awesome the new Disney movie character must be loved, and the must better. The person hosting the special is someone who has a major bias on judging any productions that don't have a social and political message. And suddenly, just because she said, they expect that I need to agree in how awesome Kelly Sue Deconnick is, when in the better of options, she's only okay. I need to hear that Marvel didn't do right with Carol Danvers 3 years, because she was a modern woman in the 70s. How they transform her in an alcoholic person, which by the way, is not happen only with her. Looks like that her title was not canceled because was not selling, or because she was a C character. It happens. Not all superhero prevails. At the end of the day, we'll continue with the solo title, who brings money to pay writers, final artists, commercial staff, basically everybody involved in the project. And this does not mean that a C character cannot rise. It happened before, with Green Arrow, that was created as a D character, and now it is at least a B+ or higher. At the 90s, when Marvel sold Spider-Man, X-Men, Fantastic Four movie rights, nobody wanted Iron Man. And today, he's the responsible for the MCU success. Just because they do right. Force strong feminist roles down in our throats will not make us accept their world vision, because nobody likes to be forced to do nothing. Disney did that in Star Wars, and the grossing between The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi was 33% less in American marketing and almost 36% less worldwide. Do you want to show the world homosexual characters? Do like Joaquim dos Santos in Voltron. Do you believe that women are not represented as strong characters? Tell this to Ripley, Sarah Connor, Galadriel, Amanda Waller, Diana Prince, Black Widow, Hawkgirl, Hermione Granger, Katherine Johnson. By the way, this one is real. Clarice Starling, Ian Flux, Major, Merida, Storm, Trinity, X-23. Just pick one. Stop being lazy as writers and create new and good content for the world and not for the bubble you live in. Transform a man character in a woman, don't solve problems. Change skin color, don't change nothing. Do you want to be recognized? Do like Stan Lee that created Black Panther in the 60s. He didn't change Captain American color. He didn't force you to like nobody. He just did something that people related on, like almost everything that he created. So, if you are one of those social justice warriors, I'm sorry. Stop being lazy and start to produce material of quality. And the most important, nobody had the obligation to like or approve what you believe it's the right. Please stop calling everyone that don't like your crap homophobic, fascist, racist, or whatever. Just learn that people are different. and you need to accept them just like they need to accept you as you are. If you want more people thinking like you, develop better arguments or ideas. Don't shove your BS down on others. Again, I apologize for my accent. I really hope you have liked it. If by any chance you want to see me doing more videos in English, just ask in the comment sections below. It will be a pleasure. And please subscribe to my channel. I really need your help to grow up, so my videos can appear as recommended on YouTube. See you all in the next video, and bye.